Hey, what is up guys? It is James Penrose here, back again for my next video, and this video is going to be my full predictions for WWE Summerslam 2015. Now the pay-per-view is tomorrow night, Sunday night, midnight. Right now it's Saturday night, NXT TakeOver is tonight, probably going to watch that, it's going to be a good pay-per-view. As for this Summerslam, this pay-per-view, a lot of people are kind of meh about this pay-per-view, saying a lot of matches they don't care about, and the only match they care about is Lesnar and Taker. And to most extent, I pretty much agree with that. Lesnar and Taker is the only match I'm super hyped up for. The rest, I agree with them. It's kind of a meh build-up. Build-up's just been mediocre, subpar. This card could deliver. It could be an awesome show for all we know. But from what the build-up's been telling us, it's not necessarily probably going to live up to that. But can't prejudge. We never know until we see it. We said the same thing about Mania 31, and look what happened. It was a fucking awesome show. So 10 matches for this 4-hour spectacular, they're saying it, and they're booking it. First match we're talking about is Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. Now this is a match I am looking forward to. These two guys, phenomenal workers. They're going to work tremendous in the ring, and this actually has a good story to it, with this love fiasco that's going on with Lana, Summer Rae, Rusev, Dolph Ziggler, where Lana's with Summer Rae, and Rusev's pretty much saying, I don't love Lana anymore, she's my past and Summer Rae's now. And Lana's with Dolph Ziggler now, and Lana's pretty much saying, I have no feelings for Rusev anymore. Dolph Ziggler's the guy that I truly believe in. And you pretty much get the gist of it. Once Lana was with Rusev and they were together for a year, and then that just departed, and it's led to this. As for this match, I'm gonna. I'd see this as a win-win situation. I don't mind who wins, to be quite honest, but I'm just gonna I don't know. It's a hard one. I'm just gonna pick Rusev to win. If Dolph Ziggler wins, cool. But I'm just gonna go ahead and pick Rusev to win. I can just see him winning more slightly. I don't know what it is. I just think Rusev's gonna win. And another thing, I just don't want Rusev to be another downfall victim of Super Cena, because after Payback, I don't just want him to see like the rest go downhill. I don't want that for him. He's a good worker, so Rusev to win that one. Next match, Free Diva Way Tag Team Elimination Match. Team Bella versus Team Bad versus Team PCB. Team Paige, Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Now, we don't normally get these type of matches when it was like 4 or 5 years ago. In fact, we'd never get these matches, because back then, the Divas division was just... no one cared about them. And right now, this Divas Revolution's only been going on for a month. People are already bitching and moaning and complaining for the fact that we're only getting matches and not promos and storytelling. Well, guys, to a degree you're right, but at the same time, it's been a fucking month, guys. Can we at least give it till Hell in a Cell, Survivor Series, and then if it's still the same, yeah, we can bitch and moan? Because right now, I think it's kind of too early. So let's give them 2 months, and if it's still the same, then yeah, we'll carry on bitching and moaning. But this match will be an alright match. I don't think it'll be a piss break. I mean, these are fresh divas. We're getting new talent from NXT, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and pick Team PCB to win this match. And I'm going to say for Night of Champions, a little side prediction. For Night of Champions, one of the members of Team PCB will take that title off Nikki Bella at Night of Champions. Everyone wants to see that. Personally, I think it should be either Charlotte or Paige. Those two, I think, can run well with the title, because neither of them have been given a fair shot. Well, Charlotte hasn't had a fair shot because she's only just come in. But Paige hasn't really had a long fair shot as champion. It was always hot potato with the title. And this time, if she were to hold it again, let her go on her own reign and have her defend more, because Nikki Bella hasn't defended her title for shit. So, Team PCB to win. Next match is a match that I'm so looking forward to, even though there's not too much build-up, but we all know, guaranteed we're going to see an awesome match. Kevin Owens versus Cesaro, the Swiss Superman versus Fight Owens Fight. And quite honestly, we all know right off the bat, we don't need to have any doubts about this. This will be a freaking awesome match. Probably match of the night next to Lesnar and Undertaker. And again, man, it's such a hard one who to pick's going to win. I'm just going to go ahead and pick Kevin Owens, because again, just the same with Rusev, I don't want him to be the guy that as soon as he loses a feud to Cena, then goes all the way down to the fucking bottomless pit of shit. I don't want to see that. So Kevin Owens, in my opinion, should probably win this. If Cesaro wins, I won't complain, because he's a fucking amazing wrestler with such a phenomenal future, or so he should have, as long as WWE sees that. But typical WWE, they always have to protect John Cena as the number one guy. But nevertheless, Kevin Owens will win. But either way, it's going to be a phenomenal match. Looking forward to that. Next match is a match I'm meh about. It's there, I'm fine with it, but at the same time, it's meh. Stephen Amell, Green Arrow, and Neville versus Stardust and King Barrett. Stardust and King Barrett's a weird pair-up, but it's working through some people's eyes. Some people think it's quite entertaining, and I'll take it for what it is. Easy prediction for this one. Stephen Amell and Neville's going to win. Why would you bring the Green Arrow in as a celebrity guest only for him to lose? That would make no sense in my opinion. So them two to win. Next match, WWE Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Los Matadores, the New Day, the Primetime Players as the champions, and the Lucha Dragons. Now, and then again, I'm fine with this match. It's just these tag teams, most of them I'm not too keen on. I love the Lucha Dragons, Kalisto and Sin Cara, they're brilliant. New Day are a hilarious tag team, they're funny. Los Matadores are fucking shit, terrible. Primetime Players, hopefully they can go on a longer reign than now. Because this is only like the first or second time they've held the title, at least the first time, at least. So it's good to see that they're holding the title. Not too much has been done with them. It's always just been New Day and Primetime Play. So I'm glad they're in two different tag teams, even though one of them we completely hate. Who do I predict's going to win? I'm predicting, and I can see this happening, that the New Day will regain the tag team titles once again, just because the fact that they're over, whether it's the crowd chanting New Day sucks or New Day rock, it doesn't matter, because they're still over with the crowd. I think they're personally one of the funniest tag teams of right now. And they're just so entertaining, especially with Biggie, how he's doing all these funny dances, and it's just so fun. It's kind of stupid, but at the same time it's funny. But nevertheless, I'm going to pick the New Day to win. It might be a good match, but not really too keen on it. But New Day to regain the tag titles. Next match is a match that, again, I'm meh on. It's Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper versus Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Now, the only positive to this is that we can see a good match out of these four. If you saw Elimination Chamber about a year ago when they had the Wyatt family versus the Shield, that was probably one of the best six-man tag matches I've ever seen. It's just that this match has now been so overdone with all of these competitors to the point where it's like, can we spice it up? Because that's the problem with the SummerSlam. These matches, yeah, they might be good, but they're not up in the ante like NXT's doing with their main event. You have Finn Balor and Kevin Owens tonight in a ladder match for the NXT Championship. They had a match at Beast in the East, that was just a regular match. Now they're up in the ante to a ladder match. That's what they're doing. They're progressing feuds and making it go up to the next level. But with this, they're not doing jack shit. They're just doing the same old matches. Yeah, it might be good, but it's not going to have the same feel as it once did. So really, when I look at this, not Bray Wyatt. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are going to win, hands down, and Bray Wyatt after this is going to go nowhere. You just watch. It's been going on a pattern where he's doing something, then he's not, then he is, then he's not, and it's been back and forth, back and forth. You watch. Once Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose win this match, Bray Wyatt is going to do jack shit, mark my words, because that's typical WWE booking. But I'm going to pick Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns to win. It might have a good match, but not too keen on it again. Next match is a match I truly don't give a shit about, Intercontinental Championship match, Ryback as the champion versus The Big Show and The Miz. Right, like Ryback as the Intercontinental Champion, good. Finally, we're getting Ryback as a champion. We've finally had a chance to see what he can do with it. He's innovating, he's doing different stuff in the ring, trying to get it over with the crowd, and it's working. It's just, Miz and Big Show, why? Just why these two? Like, I know Daniel Bryan's injured, but honestly, with Big Show in, you know the match is just going to be a filler match that no one's going to care about. And The Miz, a guy that has held the title numerous times, like, why would we want to see him hold it again? Easy prediction, Ryback is going to retain, and let him go on for a few more months, because he's doing a good job, and he's over with the crowd, so Ryback to retain. Oh god. Next match, fuck's sake. Winner take all match. United States Champion John Cena versus the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Title for title match. Good Lord Almighty, this is going to be a stinkfest. Now, when I say stinkfest, this is what I mean. Again, we have seen this match numerous times before. We saw it at TLC, we've seen it on Raw a few times already. It didn't mean that much then, if I'm being honest. So why the hell would it mean something now? Just because it's title for title? No. Honestly, again, these guys might have a good match, but again, title for title doesn't really do enough. And I can picture the ending in my head. There's two endings that I can see happening. Either Cena walks out with both titles, holy fucking shit, why? Or Cena or Seth Rollins wins, then Sheamus comes out and cashes in, because you know Sheamus has a match with Randy Orton. If either of them things happen, then fuck the WWE for that. But I just can't go against Seth Rollins. If I go with Cena, I'm going to feel like such a dick. And just for the fact that Seth Rollins has to win. He's been booked shit as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Like it or not, he has been booked utter shite. So he needs to win this match. If he wants to prove, and if WWE wants to solidify to us that he is a legitimate champion that can take on anyone, because he is the architect, he must win. Otherwise, Cena is going to be a 16-time world champion, tying with Ric Flair's record. Fuck that shit. But Yeah, that's who I think should win, Seth Rollins. But actual prediction, guys, Cena's going to walk out with both titles. That's my actual prediction. But who do I think should win? Of course, Seth Rollins. Speaking of Sheamus, he's going to have a match with Randy Orton. Again, don't give a shit about that. I'm just going to pick Randy Orton to win because I don't give a shit. We've seen it 8 billion times. Now, we get on to the main events of the evening. 15 months in the making from WrestleMania 30. Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. The rematch. Too big for WrestleMania as they're booking it. And quite honestly, this is how they should have done it at WrestleMania 30. Because everything about their match, build up and the match for WrestleMania 30 was one big pile of shit. Match was shit. Yeah, it wasn't Undertaker's fault because he had a concussion, but still, you know, the match was shit. Build up was no storytelling whatsoever. Go check the link in the description below when I talk about this match in the last video. I've already made my predictions for this. Do I still stand by what I said in the last video about my predictions, who I think should win and who will win? Well, I do and don't, because I made a comment in the comment section at the end of my last video about a day ago, and I said that I don't want WWE to think that if Undertaker does go over in this match, then that means they can do a third match or a fifth match between Lesnar and Taker at Mania 32. Who the fuck wants to see these guys wrestle for the third time in 2 years again at WrestleMania 32? Who wants to see that? I sure as hell don't. That's why I want WWE to book it. If Undertaker is going to win, I want them to book it as Undertaker wins, he gets his revenge, it's done, the feud's over. I don't want Undertaker to win and be like, oh, we can have a rubber match at Mania 32. Well, it's not a rubber match, because if they faced off 800 times, well, at least it feels like. But I feel like Lesnar winning, now that I think about it, I think Lesnar winning would make just more sense, in my opinion, just for the fact that whoever should beat Lesnar should be a guy that deserves it. That's an up-and-coming star like Daniel Bryan when he comes back. Maybe they can have a match at Mania 32. That's what it's been rumoured, and I would love to see that. But I just... I'm so... and I'm not... Please don't think I'm saying this just because I'm an Undertaker fan. I'm the biggest Undertaker fan ever. I just feel that if Taker doesn't win, then what was the point of his return? He comes back, I want revenge, I'm a vengeful Grim Reaper, I show no mercy when the Grim Reaper... All that storytelling from the streak ending... But then have Lesnar to win again, and let's face it, Lesnar has won every time. If Lesnar wins again, it's like, okay, he won again. That's kind of no different, to be fair. But who do I think will win? I'm going to predict The Undertaker will win. If Lesnar wins, then again, I won't complain. I still see this as a win-win situation, even though a lot of people are saying it's a lose-lose situation. I don't necessarily agree with that. But I'm going to pick Undertaker to get his revenge on Brock Lesnar. So that is my predictions and thoughts for SummerSlam 2015. What do you guys think about the show? Leave your comments down below. Hit like and subscribe to my channel. And all I can say is, peace out, my brothers!